I had a feeling you'd catch on sooner or later. That's why I had this trap prepared for you. If you'll notice, the grave is already dug. This time it wasn't to take something away from the graveyard. It was to add something. I'm afraid all I can offer you is an unmarked grave. Die, cur! Die! Die, cur! Die, damn you! Take that!
What? If you go to the Fighting Chance, make sure to speak with Rosan about repairing armor. Farewell.
Isn't Tertius a dreamboat? I'm Romana Valeria. I'm such a lucky girl. The watch is so completely on my ass. So I got to lay low for a while. I got some dosh stash, so I'm fine for now. If you're looking for books, First Edition is the only place in the city to find them. You too.
What can I do for you?
Were you able to stop Agomir? Then we can at last rest. I feared had he somehow bested you, I'd be next. It is fortunate that your skills exceeded his. I've come to some decisions. I intend to donate all of the money I have made, as well as what is left of these stolen items, to the temple. I also want you to know that I had a long discussion with Jensine, and I have decided to join the society. I realize you risked your life to give me a chance, and Thorinir never forgets things like that. Accept this ring as a humble reward. It's the least I can do to say thank you. Now, don't be a stranger. The copious coin purse is still in business. I have disposed of all my ill-gotten merchandise and replaced it with more expensive but carefully obtained items. You've shown me mercy. I won't forget that. Thank...
Yes? Thornir will buy almost anything, and I mean anything. Good day.
How do you do?
How goes it?
What is it?
Well met.
How do you do? Good to see you. How can I help you?
You seem in... I have been anxiously awaiting your return. The very thought of what Agarmir was doing sickens me. I hope those poor souls rest in peace now that this is over. I am pleased that Thorinir has decided to donate his inventory to the temple. At least he is trying to make amends. Well done! This shovel will certainly confirm Agarmir's crimes. Along with the manifest, it should prove useful to the City Watch. In your absence, Thorinir visited, and we spoke at length about his role in this scheme. I believe him when he says he didn't know Agarmir's sources. He told me of his intentions to donate all of the money and inventory to the local temple. He also agreed to buy and sell merchandise at fair prices. Last but not least, he's officially joined the society. I am taken aback by his honest intentions. In return, the society has decided not to press charges. His name will be absconded from the records of this crime. Now, I'm sure you are waiting to hear about your reward. The society thanks you for everything you have done. Please, take this gold. Many thanks on behalf of all of us. I'm mature enough to admit I was mistaken about Thorinir. He's a welcome member of our group in the Market District. It's been a pleasure doing business with you. I take it you want something.
What is it now?
Well, what is it?
Slash and...
prey approaches. What? Varnado, at the best defense, knows a lot about heavy armor. You too.
I'm only asking for enough to feed me kids. Rosan is a talented smith, one of the best around if you ask me. He's a fairy tale. The Imperial, of course it's all. Blessings of Julianus upon ye.
Do I know you? A little tip. People who ask a lot of questions around here tend not to be very popular. If there's a complaint about a merchant, speak to Venetia Milicea. He's just a name on a wanted poster. I don't trust you enough to say more than that. Ah, yes. Another scoundrel who served time in an Imperial jail. The Grey Fox is offering you a chance to join the Thieves Guild. Be patient and wait for the others. I need both the Wood Elf and the Argonian before I can begin. He is the King of Thieves in Cyrodiil. You could think of him as our guildmaster, although he would deny that title. Somehow I think we will meet again.
So, you are looking for the Thieves Guild as well? Armand Kristoff will decide who is worthy and who is not. I've been preparing to join the guild for years. If you're nice to me, maybe I'll show you a few tricks.
I really don't have time for the likes of you. Everyone is here. Let's begin. Each of you is seeking membership in the Thieves Guild. The Thieves Guild is not a myth. We are followers of the Grey Fox, and I am his doyen. Merely by finding me, you have passed the first test. It's unusual for us to have 3 potential recruits at the same time. Rather than the normal test of skill, I'm going to make this a contest.
That's not fair.
Methridel, you know the rules. However, for Amuse and the newcomer, let me state them clearly. Whoever brings me the diary of Amantius Electus without killing him will be invited into the guild.
Ha! I'll have it before sunrise!
Somewhere in the Imperial City. The beggars will help you locate it for a price. I can sell you lockpicks if you need them. One more thing. You cannot kill each other during this trial. You may be thieves, but we're not murderers.
Maybe he lives in the Elven Gardens district.
I'm so hungry. I've heard of him. What's it worth to you? Oh, you are most generous. He lives in the Temple District on the far east side. He's an early riser, usually up by sunrise. Or anything for you. He lives in the Temple District. The Tiber Septim Hotel is a nice place. It's not cheap, though. Don't pay attention to those rumors. They're... Blessings of Akatoshapon.
What?
What is it, citizen?
Are you confused? Congratulations! You have returned with the diary. You have earned the right to join the Thieves Guild. You now owe your loyalty to our guildmaster, the Grey Fox. He has 3 rules you must follow. First, never steal from another member of the guild. Second, never kill anyone on the job. This is not the Dark Brotherhood. Animals and monsters can be slain if necessary. Third, don't steal from the poor. The peasants and beggars are under the personal protection of the Grey Fox, particularly here on the waterfront. The best source of information are the beggars. Their eyes and ears seem to be everywhere. However, be prepared to spend a little coin. They won't tell you anything for free, at least not anything true. He's a captain of the Imperial Watch. He is pursuing a personal vendetta against the Thieves Guild and the Grey Fox. 2 years ago, I made a fool out of him when he tried to arrest me. Lex has never forgotten. You can pay your fines to the guards, serve your time, or pay me half, and I'll fix them all. It's your prison sentence, not mine. What do you want to know? Breaking any of the 3 rules means expulsion from the Thieves Guild. If you commit murder, you must pay the blood price to rejoin the guild. Blood price is for each person slain. You can pay any of the guild doyen. What do you want to know? You were removed from the guild. You must pay a fine to one of the guild doyen to get back in. What do you want to know? The best fences are only available to the higher rank Thieves Guild members. Here's a list of who you can use. Ungar lives in Bruma. He doesn't have much money, but he's the only place you can sell hot property if you are new to the Thieves Guild. What do you want to know? The doyen are the hands and eyes of the guildmaster. You take your orders from them, you get your favors from them. I am one doyen, and Skriva is the other. What do you want to know? Jobs? We're thieves, not masons or scribes. Look, you're on your own as a thief. Go find a likely-looking house. Case the joint to see when the owner is gone. When he leaves, you break in and steal some stuff. You don't need special permission or orders to do that. However, you will find that you can only sell stolen property to one of our guild fences. Most other merchants won't take hot merchandise. Well, sometimes the guild gets a special commission. You know, guaranteed pay to acquire certain items for special clients. You should check in with your doyen every once in a while to see if there are any commission jobs available. What do you want to know? You can pay your fines to... It's your You need more experience before I can use you on a commission job. Ongar tells me that when you've contributed enough to the guild coffers by selling stolen items to Ongar. Jobs? Look, when he leaves, however, well, you should. All Thieves Guild members have sworn loyalty to him. If there is such a thing as a guild master, he's it. Shadow
How goes it? Good day. I'm Tolgan, herald to Countess Narina Carvane here in Bruma. She requests your company at your earliest convenience. Countess Carvane would prefer if you speak to her in person. She also said to present you with this stipend as a taste of things to come. My lady holds court from 8 in the morning until 6 in the evening each day. That would be the best time to see her. The Countess is in attendance from 8 o'clock in the morning until noon. If you wish to seek audience with her, please return at that time. You're also welcome to wait anywhere in the Great Hall. Good day. I'm sorry. You must speak to Countess... I see you are with the Gray Fox. Do you need a fence? Bruma is a perfect town for a Nord man of leisure. Bracing mountain air, good food and drink, and lively Nord fellowship. Alga sure can tell a good story. I'm not normally a big fan of bards' tales, but she's got some good ones. You got some hot property? That's more than I'd usually pay. That's a fair deal. You draw... I think I can move this item for you at that price. Got anything else? I'm glad that's done. I need a nap. Shadow hide you.
How goes it?
One more coin, and I can get a pair of shoes.
Hey, you're the one they call the hero of Kvatch. Thank you, kind sir. Blessings of anew upon ye. Well met, my lord.
Hello.
Well met. It's a pleasure to see you. I'm Ivara Shanit, Countess Bruma's steward. The Countess makes policy, leaving the details of administration to me. Captain Bird and I make a good pair. He understands Nords and the North, while I appreciate the subtleties of Southern culture and politics. Be seeing you. I've heard much about your deeds from my people in Bruma. I trust the stipend Tolgan gave you whetted your appetite. Good point. Allow me to formally introduce myself. I'm Countess Narina Cavane. I assume you've noticed all the Akaviri relics I'm displaying. Well, it's safe to say I'm a collector of sorts. I've invested a great deal of time and money acquiring these bits of ancient history. In fact, I'd be so bold as to proclaim my collection the most complete in all Cyrodiil, perhaps even beyond. Except for one thing. A particular relic has eluded me for many years. Possessing this piece of Akaviri antiquity would make my collection complete. I'm of course referring to the Draconian Madstone. Some see only the conflicts between northern and southern cultures, but I see the way they are stronger when woven together. He served Emperor Uriel for many years, and so far he has done well in an impossible situation. The stone is a fine bit of Akaviri craftsmanship. Worn like an amulet, this talisman is said to protect the wearer from poisons of any type. The Madstone appears as a snake coiled around and encircling itself. The eyes of the snake are supposed to be precious gems or some such. Through my sources, I've learned that the last reported location of the Madstone was the ruins at Pale Pass. Are you familiar with the history of Pale Pass? Back at the end of the First Era, raiders from the continent of Akavir attempted to gain a foothold here in Tamriel. At that time, the Empire was broken into smaller factions. Raymond Cyrodiil decided to unify them and form an army to repel the Akaviri raiders. The force became known as the Army of Raymond. The two armies clashed in what's now northern Cyrodiil. The Akaviri were strong and well supplied. But their greatest error was marching through Morrowind on the way to their objective and dismissing the response it would garner from Vivek. They didn't count on Lord Vivek forming an alliance with the Trident Kings of the Dreg. From Morrowind he struck at their rear flank. Not only did this make the Akaviri fight on two fronts, it also cut off access to reinforcements and supplies from the sea. Not quite. The army of Raymond knew that the organized Akaviri forces were commanded from a hidden post in the mountains. Rumours placed it in a snowy vale called Pale Pass. That's where Raymond focused his attention. As his forces fought their way across the Gerald Mountains, the Akaviri suddenly surrendered. It was assumed they were overwhelmed and gave up. The only strange part was that the command post and Pale Pass were never found. It was dismissed as a rumour, and the army of Raymond celebrated. It's come to my attention that the post did exist, and it happens to be the last reported location of the Draconian Madstone. If you retrieve the draconian Madstone for me, I'll be happy to compensate you by rewarding you with another Akaviri artifact. Are you game? I had a feeling you'd accept. Good. Then let me tell you how you're going to find the Madstone. I've come into the possession of a diary, written by an Akaviri messenger. I suspect that the text within can lead you to the ruins. Here's a translation of the passages we could still read. It was quite damaged. I've also included a rough map that was drawn in the diary as well. I'm also providing you with a unique key that was supposedly found with the diary. I'm assuming it'll prove useful when you arrive at the site. The Madstone awaits, and so does your reward if you retrieve it. It is pleasant and a bit melancholy to walk among the graves in Green Emperor Way and contemplate the dead who precede us. I paid several scouts to try and find the ruins at Pale Pass before I hired you. They were only able to locate the first of a series of landmarks. These landmarks are mentioned within the diary. The one referred to as Dragonclaw Rock has been located. I'll mark it on your map. The rest is up to you. My scouts reported bitter cold and dangerous creatures in the area, so they couldn't proceed. Be cautious and return home soon. Good luck. The messenger's diary will make a nice companion to the Madstone in my collection. May the path ahead be free of danger.
I don't think the church likes it, but his healing skills are invaluable.
Good day.
Hello. How are you?
What can I do for you? Did you ever hear about the ghost of Lord Vlindrel? They say he haunts the road to Coral. Not that I've ever seen him myself, mind you. Take care. Welcome back, my lord. I'm sorry. You must speak to Countess...
pathetic.
Don't talk to me. Talk to the one in the robes.
Talk to Jofrodi. I can't help you.
Who are you? Why do you invade our place of worship? Surely, you don't think yourself worthy to visit Namira's shrine. A place of blessed darkness. A holy place where we may worship in our wretchedness. Why are you here? You do. You are too pretty to worship in this place. People like you, like to hear you talk. When you are more loathsome, you may return. I tried the chapels. They're a waste of time. Go carefully.
You approach the shrine of Mephala. The web spinner watches you, stranger. Mephala tugs the strings of mortals for her pleasure. Are you sure you desire audience with the web spinner? Leave Mephala an offering of nightshade at the shrine between midnight and dawn, and the web spinner may grant you an audience. You better have the right offering or you're wasting your time here.
What can I do for you? We don't want more worshippers. We just want to be left alone. You stand on holy ground.
What do you want? You better have the right offering or you're wasting. Remember. This place.
Good evening. What can I do for you? You too.
How
Well
are
met. I've been better.
Good to see you.
That's too bad.
Safe travels.
Good evening. What? Virtuous visitors to way shrines of Kinnereth may receive blessings of agility.
Nothing
You
I'd
too.
like to talk about.
Bye.
Well met.
What can I do for you? Where to buy weapons, where to buy anything if you can afford to travel is the market district in the Imperial City. Goodbye.
If you
Yes? Good day.
Yes? Nobody goes into the mountains but hunters and thieves on the lam. Food and shelter is hard to come by. You too.
Go ahead, please. High mountain ranges rise to the borders in the north and the east, and marshes and rainforests extend to the southeast borders. Farewell.
Hello.
Uh-huh.
goodbye.
Those who live
I don't know how to make this request any simpler, but to put it bluntly, Raylan the Gravefinder must die. Still no news out of Elswell since everybody vanished. Strange business. A few months ago, that witch of a necromancer decided to inhabit Moss Rock Cavern just north of my inn. I don't know what she does in there. Frankly, I don't want to know. However, I do know that after she arrived, the woods at night became unsafe. I've seen undead of all types walking in the dark woods near the cave entrance. Now this area is getting a bad reputation, and my business has waned. Every day, it seems the number of undead increase. If someone can get into the cave and kill Raylan, maybe we can stem the tide. Her death pays a handsome bounty. I hope you'll take advantage of the opportunity. A small settlement to the northwest of here, on the other side of the Silver Road to Bruma. We've had travelers through recently that say it's turned into a ghost town. Everyone vanished without a trace. Let's do business. Raylan will finally get what's coming to her.
How think what happened to Kavach?
Is there
could
anywhere
happen
in
here.
Tamriel you can avoid rats?
Of course.
Disease spreading
Take
little
care.
nuisances?
go!